All right, hello traders. My name is Felipe Ramirez, trading from the other side. How are you guys doing? Sorry for the delay in some of these videos. I've been quite busy with the Discord. As you can see, awesome new bots and features. So let's see what how that goes. Anyway, promised you guys a video analysis on why I took some trades, and later tonight I am going to make pretty much reviews, like analysis reviews and in the end outcome. So right now I'm in a trade. Actually, I just sold gold right over here, stop loss up here, take profit down over again to test this support area. um, we're doing fine right there. Anyway, I want you guys to see this one. This was the big trade, this one and this one. We got two short trades here and here, and I sent this signal to the group and it was on point. Like this was spot on sniper entry. Like how better could that get? If I go to the 5 minute time frame, look at that entry right there. Can you tell me what a better entry would have been? Like in this moment, none. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to, you know, I'm not showing off. I'm being honest and I'm being, this is the game. This is the deal. This is what you're dealing with and the kind of group you are in. Forex scalping is not a joke. We're not playing games. You are going to better your trading and you're going to escalate your profits no matter what. Getting back to the analysis, this was my entry point, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. First, I did this one. Okay, I made this short scalping trade, and what I was looking at, this is my MT4, by the way. You guys, I know, normally do this on TradingView, but I wanted to show you the actual trade and profits and stuff. So check this out. I was looking at market opening, and it was about here. Okay, and I seen, well, this is what I do a lot. So you take your lines, you gotta draw these, you gotta draw your lines, and you can help yourself doing that. So change the line graph to know exactly where the point, where the last possible high is, and you do that, right? So that's one, and check this out. I'm gonna do another one right coming up all the way across down here. Check this out. Check that interesting behavior of that line. Okay, if I adjust it in a second, you'll see I'm going to adjust it over here and over here. So I'm taking this point, and this point. All right, so check that pattern out in a second. That is a wedge. All right, if I'm not mistaken, that's a wedge or a pennant, whatever. um, it's a structure. It's a corrective structure. So eventually market breaks that right here. Okay, it fails to continue and to go up, and that's where I'm starting to see, okay, this might just come down to test over here this past resistance level, new support over there in 311. What was the problem? This big wick and this support by itself right over here. It would have been an interesting. So I put that rectangle there, that this is my support area, and then I start seeing, okay, it's got decision. I see lower lows, lower highs. I am now putting this line over here. Check this out. Okay, if I want to make it on point, there it is. And then I start seeing, and I enter right on that little pullback, because if so, I'm pretty much seeing that every time gold tries to push up, it runs out of energy right with where the previous support was. So check this out. Check this out right there. That was support right over here. I could zoom in and show you what I mean, but it'll do that mistake thing. Where am I? Yeah, I got lost. Oh, okay, good. Right. So check this out. This is the support, future resistance. So I see every time that gold breaks support, goes test resistance, falls down. So that was my logic over here, and that's why I took that trade. So here's the range, here's the breakout, here's a pullback. I entered right here and I got this. Why did I leave? I manually closed this. Because of this support. So if you push this across, you realize that it kind of got past what I was hoping it would have gotten to, and that's why I said, all right, I got these pips. I think this trade was, I forget how much that was. I think it was about $7. It wasn't much. But what happened next was interesting. This, as soon as I closed, like next candle just did that. Boom. And also the reason why I closed besides the support was that big wick. So I entered here. I started winning, and then it just pushed up hard, and I was like, oh man, so that support is an interesting support, and for some reason it started making that intentional push up. So, and luckily got back down over here. That's when I closed, and then next candle um, does continue this momentum of that initial candle. Okay, going back to this trade now, why did I sell again here? Could not this be the support to bounce all the way back up to higher highs or test even all this resistance area? Well, yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping it would have done. You know, if knowing that it's bouncing quite hard off of this support, I'm waiting to take sales now at this resistance area. It fails to get there, and the reason I took this short right here, this was just pure trying to get that sniper entry, trying to challenge the market, so that I was saying pretty much, okay, I dare you to not continue going up. I dare you to just go down right now. And that's exactly what happened. I entered here, and I did not have drawdown. Now this happens once every 1,000 years when you have no drawdown, so don't get excited if something like that happens. You just got a freaking sniper entry, that's all. Good for you. Tomorrow's the next day. Another reason why, check this out. Check this out. Look at this interesting trend line now. If I extend it, that's the pullback to this trend line. So this area is what I like to call key areas. So I've got key support areas, or I've got key resistance areas. In this case, I've got key pullbacks, key trend lines. So this is a key area for this trend line. And pretty much that made me take my decision. And it was an intraday trade. Yeah. And I told you guys in the group, I'm going to be holding this all the way down to 300s. And that's exactly what happened. So it behaved well. I remember I was here till like 3 in the morning waiting for this to show me that it won't bounce. So what I did was I waited for this support to get broken. Okay, so when I see market going on its way, I say, okay, great, this is an awesome entry, sniper entry. I gotta tell my boys, blah blah blah. And then this happens, and I'm like, all right, what could this be? Oh, I see. It's just a pullback. It's just a pullback into this support over here. So then I see, okay, then I see engulfing candle. I'm getting now more relaxed about the trade. And this is 5-minute time frame. I see this awesome candle, and then I see this. So breakout, successful breakout with the closure of this candle, pullback, and then rejection candle here, continuation. So that made me, that just made me more calm than I was, because this, notice how in the past now here, all this space that the market has to drop. So pretty much that the next level that worried me was this one over here. Okay, and it's the one that market pretty much broke through with no problem. So in the end I was sleeping, but where was my take profit? All the way down over here where this blue line is 1303. I had it on 1304. Okay, so okay, going back. So let's zoom out a little bit. 15 minutes. What's happening now? All right, anyway, here, before now, that's the trade. This morning, I closed right here. Look where I closed, and look exactly what happened once I closed. Why did I close there? Well, it's a psychological level. Okay, gold behaves in a very strange way when it gets to prices, multiples of 5. Okay, so 1,300, it's a very psychological level. Look at that. 1,295, 1,200, 1,400, anything multiples of 5s, it's an interesting psychological price. So when price was at about 1303, it broke 1304, But for some reason, I don't know. You gotta follow your gut too. And I had this weird feeling. I said, you know what? I'm gonna secure my profits. I mean, for I'm not. Am I gonna hold this for freaking 75 points or more? That's 7 pips. Well, I'll might as well just close now. I don't care, 7 pips or 5 pips. You know. And here, let me give you a tip. This is a pro tip right here. You might have known. You might have found this out the hard way. If if you project that the price is going to drop or go up or whatever to a specific point, a specific price, set your take profits before that price. Okay? So in this case, this is the ultimate support. This is where I believe price eventually will hit, but my take profit is not going to be on that line. My take profit is going to be about here. So this is my projection line. I'm going to put about here or here. Okay, right where I closed, for example. Why would I do that? Why am I doing this? Why is this a pro tip? One, some spreads are crazy. Some brokers, their spread on gold is like 30 pips. Okay, mine, as you can see, is 16, or I've seen this on 8 during London sessions. So yeah, I'll the broker I use is ICMarkets. You guys can check it out on the Discord. All my personal information is there, and they've got sick, what's it called, spreads. So some brokers have these huge spreads, and you want to make sure you cover the spread. So keep that in mind. But also, it just happens. It happens that you put you take profit in this point, and then just the market kind of kisses that line. Your ask price when you're selling doesn't cross, and it bounces back up, and you did shit. Or if you're selling and if you're buying and you put your take profit, your bid price doesn't actually touch it because of the spread, and it just drops. So you didn't do shit either. I apologize for the language, but anyway. So yeah, do that. Take profits and set them lower or higher depending on what you're doing. Why are we in this trade right now? What's happening? I see this enormous like pullback, just like boom boom reaction. Uh, Now could that mean it's just gonna keep going back up? Yeah, probably. I just decided to risk it because if I pull a trend line like this, I see that the market is right on that edge of that line. So I took the risk, I sold. And notice how my stop loss is not as much. It's just 10 pips. Okay, so I'm not risking much here. I'm risking only, I think it's just 10 bucks. Yeah. And I'm going for 43. So my risk reward ratio is not bad. I'm going to, yeah, you guys can see it. I don't need to draw it. Anyway, what can we expect on this trade? So if we zoom in, this is 15 minutes. If we go 5 minutes, check this out in 5 minutes. This is interesting. Look at all the wicks in 5-minute candles. So first of all, this interesting, awesome rejection candle, boom, with a nice wick. But then I see this wick, this wick, this wick. So I don't know. I've got a feeling that this could be there could be some bull traps. So say, yeah, I have this resistance, right? So it broke. This is the pullback. A lot of buyers are here. They just bought this. Price might push a little bit towards here. And if this is a bull trap, what the market is gonna do right about here is just gonna kabam. All right. So try to hold if you're selling or at any point sold, and just control your risk, because this push we cannot ignore, and it does mean strength, it does mean volume. So this could just be a slight correction for a big continuation. What can you do in these cases, in these scenarios? Set up a buy stop. Why not? All right, I just set up a buy stop right there. Like, yeah, no thinking. Like the Barbies don't think about anything, they just do it. So we do it. We just put a buy stop right there. Why? Well, say this shit just breaks, like bah, like, oh my god. Let's say for some reason this wick gets filled, and market now, if we ignore this and we take this, let's say the market now just goes bam, and it wants to test this higher support over here, or even this resistance. So if that happens, I'm just gonna put a secure trade, say like to cover my loss, and hopefully get that interesting buy stop order opened and successfully traded. So where am I going to put that take profit? I'm going to put it right over here of that buying, up over here, because this could be boom, boom, that interesting V shape, you know. So I'm going to put this. This is my projection. Hold on. This is what I was talking about. This is 30-minute chart. Look at the resistance on the 30-minute chart, right? So here it is. If I do this, is right there. So forget about these wicks for a second, but what I want you to focus now is on these candles right over here. If I do this, that point is my interest. Right, that's my take profit. That's my exact take profit. This is my projection, guys. Yes, yeah. Oh, but you know, there's like, bro, there's like 8 pips, 10 pips. That's money. Yeah, but man, this is much more, and I don't care about 8 pips. I care about, this is my stop, my buy stop. I care about awesome 50 pips. So there's your buy stop. Take profit, you set it to 13, 14. I like to round numbers, so 13, 14, 20 would be my take profit on this order. Here's my order, so I'm going to, how do I do this? Modify, and I'm going to put a take profit. Open up, guy, come on. Yeah, take profit is going to be at 13, 14, 20. What? I didn't change it. I'm sorry. God, Felipe, come on. Don't click enter once you do this. Clear doesn't do anything. 13, 14, 20. Click modify. And there's your take profit. I'm going for 51 bucks if I don't get that trade. All right. And well, there you have it, guys. This is your analysis on why I took this short, why I closed here, why I took this short, why I closed here, and now why I'm taking this short. I'm putting my take profit here because nothing guarantees is going to break that support. And I just showed you why I put, this is, I like to call this, in Spanish it's seguro. I don't know in English, secure. It's not secure, safety. This is a safety bet, bet. Yeah, it's pretty much a bet. It's a safety order just in case this just, I don't know, some sort of like alien machine just sucks up the price and goes straight up. All right, guys, link to our Discord will always be on the description of this video. Over here is gonna pop out something that reminds you of it. My name is Felipe Ramirez. Our Discord is for a Scalp King. Contact me for more information. Follow me on Instagram for Scalping and Felipe Persa. See you guys on the other side. Peace.